Hi, friends, all for art and art for all. Today we're doing this drawing that has a little something that reminds me of a flower in the middle, and then a radiating, which means comes out around something. When something radiates, it's coming out from around something. A radiating pattern from the inside. So I'm going to start with kind of an off-center oval, and then another off-center oval like an egg, and another off-center circle there. And this is kind of the flower head. So I'm going to put a bunch of ellipses or flower petal looking like ovals radiating around the central circle. And there is a flower called a poppy that when it goes to seed, it looks a little bit like this on the top, and then it's fattened around the outside. So I'm going to do some rounded lines and some rounded lines. That go to the edge. And then I'm going to take these lines straight out to the edge. And out and out. And I want to have an alternating pattern, so I'm going to put a circle in every other one. And then see how many more circles I can have. I'm going to need 2 more. So that I have an alternating pattern. So I kind of counted to make sure, and I added an extra little stripe there. So I'm going to put another big circle in each of these. And some of them go right off the edge. And then I'm going to do stripes that maybe start to get bigger as I go away. So stripes that start to get bigger as I go away from the center. So I did it a little different than my example. Okay, and then in my circles, I did circles within my circles. So however many I can fit. So circles within my circles and stripes going away. And then I'm going to just put some dots in every other and then I'm going to get, sorry if I went off the screen a little bit there, I'm going to get my big juicy marker so I go a little faster for this part. And I'm going to do every other stripe solid so I'm going to color in my stripes. I got a nice juicy marker, so mine is coloring in fast. You don't have to color yours in. You could color yours in with color. You could color yours in with something different, like a colored pencil, so that it had something softer coloring it. And there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and thicken this line just to add a little bit of variety so that all the lines aren't the same thickness. This is what we call variety. And then I'm going to do some framing, as long as I have a nice big fat juicy marker. Mine can get framed. Give some good contrast. And there we go. So because I have a couple minutes, I wanted to show off some interesting markers that have a brush tip. This is a brand called Tombow, and it has a really wide tip, which can be fun for coloring in. Colors it in a lot like a paintbrush. And that can be a fun way to fill in, and a faster way to fill in than just a regular marker. So if you're really into art, you may want to ask your parents to look at some of these Tombow, or there are other brands, basically brush pens, because you can color from the side and you can make a really wide line and color in pretty fast. and that can be satisfying. So they also blend really nice. You can blend over things. So even if I'm going over, I can use that as blending, like that's what I wanted to do. Okay, friends, so there is a fun little, what we might call a psychedelic from the mind's eye, something to really make your mind look like it's almost looking at an optical illusion. A different kind of doodle for us today. So all for art and art for all.